it's Shannon here for Better Than Takeout. This morning we're going to make for you a breakfast casserole. It's a pretty fairly easy casserole to make, and the good thing about this is you can make it today and save it for a few days during the week, just for a quick heat up thing to take with you on the go. So what we're going to do is I've already started. I preheated my oven to 350. I went ahead and put an entire bag of potatoes O'Brien inside of a 9x13 casserole dish. I did spray it with Pam beforehand. And what I did was I went ahead and put it in the oven and thawed the potatoes out for probably about 10 minutes. It kind of just helps with the cook process. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some seasoning salt and some pepper on top of the potatoes. You can do as much or as little seasoning as you prefer. I do it this way versus putting it in the eggs because, you know, sometimes when you do it in the eggs, then it will stick to your bowl instead of get inside. So I'm going to put some seasoning salt and pepper on this. Last night before I went to bed, I went ahead and scrambled up 10 eggs and got them in a bowl because it's easier to have it prepared ahead of time. This is a good casserole to do ahead of time as well, and then just pop it in the oven in the morning. Alright, so we have here shredded cheese, probably about 4 cups, more or less depending on your preference. And then we have diced ham. I usually find this diced ham at Walmart. They have it, it's by Farmland, and they either have it in the big chunks or the little chunks. I like the little chunks. So what we are going to do now is, now that we have the potatoes thawed out and a little bit seasoned, then we're going to go ahead and layer it between the cheese and the ham. This gets a little bit messy, guys. So you can do it cheese, ham, or ham, cheese, however you prefer. We're going to go ahead and do ham, cheese.
That's you.
What you may want to do is use one hand for the ham and one hand for the cheese because you're going to be going back and forth and you don't want to cross-contaminate. Get this, you can be very generous. This is actually a 1 pound bag of ham, and I am going to use the whole 1 pound. On here, I usually do about half on the bottom and then would do the other half after we do the first layer of cheese. Doesn't have to be perfect, just get it thrown on there. You can use any cheese you want. This is actually the taco blend cheese. You can use sharp, you can use mild, just, you know, whichever cheese you prefer. I'm also fairly certain you can do this recipe with sausage or bacon, but I will be honest, it's easier to do it with ham because the ham is already cooked and you're basically just heating it up, and it has much less oil content. I'm pretty sure the bacon or the sausage either wouldn't fully be cooked or it would put too much oil in there. This is one of those, it's quick to prepare, but it takes a while to cook, because what you want to do is once you get it in the oven is at least leave it in there for a minimum of 1 hour. It's basically waiting until these eggs are firm and you know that it's all the way done. More cheese on here, and we'll get these gloves off and all. Pour the eggs on, and then we'll go from there. So like I said, I've already beat up 10 eggs. Just spin it out of here. Stir them up again. And all you're going to do is simply pour this right on your casserole. These eggs are going to cook thoroughly. Almost like a quiche that you're making, but like I said, we just call it breakfast casserole. It's a quick, easy process to prepare. And you're just going to toss it in the oven. Like I said, the oven is at 350. I'll throw it on in here. We're going to let this go for a little bit, and we'll check on it here in about 30-45 minutes, and as soon as it's ready, then we'll get it out and let you see. We'll be back. Alright guys, so we've been in about an hour. We're going to take this out. We're going to check the consistency of the eggs and see if we're done. Usually what I'll do is I'll go ahead and open this up and kind of move it around just to see if anything moves. I don't see that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and pull it out. Thank you for helping, our helper here. We're going to take the spatula and just kind of feel the firmness of the eggs, and it feels done. So looks like we are ready to serve this up. We'll serve it up with some salsa, or you can have it plain, however you want to do that. You can also, like I said, save the leftovers for a few days in the refrigerator. Just heat it up in your microwave and you're good to go. So again, why spend your hard-earned money whenever you can do this in the comfort of your home? Have some extra leftovers and it'll be better than takeout. Like our video and subscribe to our channels. We'll see you soon. Thanks.